यहाँबाट चाहिँ अब हामी 1000 आइल्यान्डतिर जाँदैछौँ। सबै रेडी हुँदैछ बस्न लागि। अब हामी यहाँबाट 1000 आइल्यान्ड जान्छौँ। यहाँदेखि 1000 आइल्यान्ड चाहिँ 3 घन्टाको बाटो रहेछ। हामी चाहिँ यहाँ आइपुग्यौँ र यहाँनिर कार पार्किङमा राखेको छौँ। अब यहाँबाट हामी बोट चढ्न जान्छौँ। आऊ छिटो। ए Uncle Sam boat tour. Kहाँ छ टिकट?
Uncle Sam boat tours.
हामी चाहिँ यहाँ आइसकेर टिकट पनि काटिसक्यो। 3 एडल्ट 1 चाइल्ड र 2 जना फ्री। यतिको चाहिँ 300 103 रुपियाँ पर्यो नि। 103 रुपियाँ। बोट चाहिँ 2 बजी मात्रै आउँछ अरे। अझै 1 घन्टा छ यहाँनिर बस्नुपर्ने।
घुम्ने जग्गा त उयो हो नि त। उयो छ नि
त्यो क्यासल?
क्यासल त्यो यता छ हैन। मान्छे त आउनु त बगान छैन नि।
छैन। हेलिकप्टर छ। Iya, nah. त्यही छ। ए क्यामेरा यहाँ हेलो ल न बाँध्दैन।
Hello, excuse me. Can you up?
Oh yeah, you can take it up.
आइज यहाँ त्यो क्यामेरा चाहिँ यसमा झुन्डाइदिनु नि। झुन्डाइदिनु न। झुन्डाउनु झुन्डाउनु उयो ब्याग बोका यता ब्याग लिएर कहाँ बस्नु? अगाडि बस्नुपर्छ होइन? अगाडि बस्नु यो न आयो बोटमा। अब बोटमा आयो।
Not sure yet. Hello, folks. My name is Tracy. I'm going to be your tour guide. Welcome aboard the Uncle Sam 7 for your two-nation tour. How are you all doing? I think I heard like 5 of you on the boat. Let's try that again. How are you all doing? I think that was better. All right, I am testing him. All right, so a few things we need to go over as we leave the harbor. Well, how to put on a yoke cell life jacket that is reversible, color shade of orange that doesn't really look good on anyone, but come on up here and let's see if it looks good on you. All right, just turn and face them. Stand right in front of me. Right there's better? Okay, that's okay. All right, let's see if you can put this life jacket on. Yep, over the head. Hang on to those. Around the neck there. The strap's gonna go around your back. It's gonna get clipped to the D-ring right in the front, the best you can do. He's doing a great job. Let's give him a round of applause for getting up here and doing that. It takes skill. All right, I'll have you take that off. You did great. What's your name?
Terry.
Terry. Welcome, Terry. All right, so in the event of emergency, captain, crew, and a news crew member, Terry, will come and assist you. So I'm gonna fight and put this back in the white bin where I got it out of. There we go, and it's in. So they are located throughout the vessel, and they are labeled in the event of emergency. But other than that, we're going to leave them right where they are. Okay, sound great? Restrooms are located on either side of the concession. They're not gender specific. Get down to the concession, we have Reagan. And you can go down there and check out what he has to offer. He's got some souvenirs down there. He also has a fully licensed New York State bar, draft, craft, beer, red and white wine, and so it's like gotta be 70, 72 right now, and walk that little footbridge. So Captain Richard is driving us around today. He's doing a fabulous job, and we're traveling the St. Lawrence River. Let's give Captain Richard a round of applause. Finest in our fleet. She's downstairs on our first level, as well as Reagan. Today is Wednesday, which means this evening, that green tin roof building there is where they'll have live music. If you folks would like to come check that out. The opening on your left-hand side, that leads to a couple of our stores, and you can get easy access by boat through there. There's a bridge you go underneath. And we have the first ever resort and conference centers on the left-hand side, and that's Edgewood Resort. Billy Ray Cyrus performed there, his Achy Breaky Heart. And we're traveling on the St. Lawrence Seaway, and it was constructed in 1954 to 1959 with, starts off in Duluth, Minnesota, traveling through each Great Lake till it empties into the Atlantic Ocean, with large freighters going up and down the river each season. Our shipping season starts off at the end of March and shuts down by the end of December. Salties and Lakers are a couple ships you might see. Lakers are longer in length, around blunt to the bow. Salties are shorter in length, traveling the pointy seas.
Yeah. Oh.
And on your left-hand side is Cherry Island. This is the first island in the tour. This section I'm going to talk about is this home right here. And this is where the Twin Pine tree houses once were. Nathaniel Strauss and Abram Abrams purchased this section for around $100, building identical cottages after they business together, summer together, and married twin sisters. So you can see they like the same of everything, but they were built so close together they're deemed a fire hazard. That's why you only see one. Strauss and Abrams together started the A&S department store, but today we know them as Macy's. Casablanca's next, translated from Spanish to English, meaning White House, and it was once owned by Miss Sarah Marsh, and it was a lot smaller and was called Melrose Lodge. She sold it to Louis Marks, made his fortune of Cuban sugar and tobacco as a plantation owner, changed the name to Casablanca. Nowadays it's owned by the Amsterdam family, and they do rent this island out. If you get a chance to go into the home, you can check out the original furnishings from the steamboat era. And along the seawall, if you've been following along, you've seen some hidden doors and windows and now some keyholes. And of course these statues like lions, gargoyles, griffins, oh my, as they were put in here by Miss Marsh to scare away the evil spirits that were coming in from Canada. Not like ghosts, goblins, and ghouls, but alcohol spirits. During this time, America was going through a prohibition making alcohol illegal. They would paint the ice and mouse red, hang the entrance and the keyholes in the mouse. The rum riders would see the light across, and it was safe to transfer alcohol on over to the island. The newest structure would be your boathouse that we're looking at on the left-hand side. But check out the stonework on either side. That was done by the Italian masons. Mr. George Boldt brought them over here to help construct on Boldt Castle, but the castle construction stopped. They couldn't go home, needing to make money, freelance around the area, and we get to enjoy their work. The last home we're looking at is Winley Lodge. It was purchased by Fred and Ellie Frazier from Solvay, New York. They hired Gaggett & Gaggett from Syracuse, New York to design the home, and Garlock Brothers of Alexandria to build the home, being the last home built in Millionaires Row before World War I. It's owned by the Kellogg family. They bring those amazing Rice Krispies, Frosted Flakes, and many more cereals. So we're going to make a turn through here. On the right-hand side, are you guys ready? My right hand, folks, is a large rock. There you go. So this is Devil's Oven. As we pass by at the waterline, you can see a cave. And the story is that it was the hiding place for pirate Bill Johnson, and he was part of an infamous rebellion responsible for sinking the British ship, the Sir Robert Peel. Then supposedly hid out in this cave with his daughter Kate for a few days. They were spotted by authorities, and the authorities wound up arresting the two of them. Johnson did serve 2-year terms in prison before getting a presidential pardon, but that was only 2-man Rock Island Lighthouse. He did that till the age of 82 when he passed away, and that lighthouse is located in the Fisher's Landing area, and you can tour that. And I'm looking at the side of this. There's a large piece missing. About 2 years ago, it just kind of fell right off into the river. That was a famous jumping spot when I was a child growing up through here. Now it says no trespassing. Bill Johnson is a subject of Pirate Days we have here. So the second week in August, they're going to kick off with a block dance. Pirates will be going all through town, reptile exhibits, and many more. And you can purchase the pirate apparel in the local stores, and you can join in the fun.
Look,
On your left-hand side is Cuba Island. Gets in its name because at an aerial view, it looks like the island nation of Cuba. Lots of wildlife in the area, like these cormorants, especially on these above water shoals over here. And we're coming up on Walwanet Inn, Walwanet Island. Now, the inn was a very famous Botel hotel, like any Holiday Inn back on the mainland, but this one is only accessible by boat. It was a very popular hangout spot, especially around the 1950s to 60s, because a restaurant once stood here. So folks would come all over, all around, and they would enjoy amazing food and hang out. There was a tiki bar, had bands playing music, and they just had a great time here. But unfortunately, that restaurant did catch on fire. They just built this home up on the original stone foundation that you see. On your left-hand side is Keewaydin State Park. It's headquarters to the 26th State Park, so it's this tree-wooded area leading up through here, leading up to the very popular boat marina at the end. So if you drive in by car, you can maybe just go for the day and pay a fee for that. Check out the playground, the lakeside swimming pool, walking trails, come to the edge here, check out the river view. Or you can come up camping, bring your camper, your tent, your RV, and hang out. If you're coming camping, let them know ahead of time when you call ahead, and if they have a slip available, they will rent it to you. It's very popular. Folks will rent it seasonally there. Straight ahead, and soon to be on the left-hand side, is Comfort Island, the home of the Front of His Comfort Lodge. Purchased by Allison Clark out of Chicago as a comfort tool for his family after his daughter died of diphtheria at the age of 11. Now, on the top there, that's a very large brown bear. That's your widow's walk, your widow's watch. Back during the seafaring days, many wives would come and watch and wait for the sailor ships to come in. So that is a very large weather vane holding up the sun. In the distance is the first of the 5 spans of the 1,000-ounce bridge system. That is an all-American span. And that starts off in Collins Land and in Alexandria Bay, extends over to Wellesley Island, and then you'll pick up an international span and 3 consecutive Canadian spans, making up our bridge systems, which I'll talk a little bit more further on in the tour, but that bridge system was completed in 1938 and placed here. On the left-hand side and in front of us, and then soon to be on the left-hand side, is Wellesley Island. It's the largest U.S. island, second overall, 8 miles long, 3 miles wide at its widest point. It's home to many things like the Nature Center, State Park, golf courses. They have their own fire department, the Border Patrol, as well as a Coast Guard station. So you can drive over there and check that out. This section of the river we're traveling through, we call this the dangerous section of the American Narrows. Jewel Island is on your right-hand side. We just kind of looped around it, so now it's on the right-hand side. And it's not that large right now. Not like a whole lot going for it, but it once was a lot larger with a beautiful stone mansion on there. The mansion after the island was blasted away and torn down, larger than the shipping channel through this section, so if 2 large freighters needed to pass by side, in the event of emergency they could, but only in the event of emergency is what they were told. So the American Arrows goes from the Fisher's Landing behind us all the way up to Deer Island. The section we're traveling in is the Millionaires Row section. This first section around here, back during the Gilded Age, many wealthy families moved here because they escaped the hustle and the bustle of that crowded city life. So you can see the difference between these homes as we come through here with the border patrols on your 12 or any of your diving questions you may be wondering about, or maybe you want to go for a dive. So still on Wellesley Island, we're coming up on Hopewell Hall. Originally owned by William Browning, manufactured the uniforms for the Union Army during the Civil War. Later purchased as a wedding present for George Boldt for his daughter Clover. What did you get for your wedding present? I know. She then passed it down to her daughter. About 2019, the grandson of Mr. E.J. Noble purchased this. And Mr. E.J. Noble invented the Lifesaver candy. He grew up in a small town called Gouverneur, New York. Yes, check out this amazing stonework. There's a pool in the back too. They're just giving another coat of paint on it. The next island coming up is Pullman Island, once owned by George Pullman, the inventor of the sleeper-style rail car. A castle was once on this island, and that was Castle Rest, although sadly was torn down over a tax dispute with the town. We once had 5 castles on our waters. Calumet caught on fire. Castle May was torn down. We also have Boldt Castle and Singer Castle. Singer you can tour and overnight at. Boldt Castle you can tour, but you can't overnight at that one. And the opening is more of Wellesley Island. Right across the roadway is the golf course. They have the marina right here. And there's been a lot of fishing going on all day today. Great places to go fishing up here. Any of the nests you see in the main shipping channel, they're osprey, they're cousin to the bald eagle on those channel markers. And coming up on the left-hand side, we're coming up on Nobby Island. It's got these 2 waving flags. It's owned by a retired doctor, Dr. Marola. Now he lives in Casanova, New York, when he's not up here enjoying this beautiful island. I don't see his yacht. He usually says my medicine. I know, pretty expensive prescription. The second home, if you happen to look at those rocks, those pillars there, they're pink Laurentian granite. The rocks are brought up right from the bottom of the river, and just the weight of the home is keeping it there. So no mortar, no concrete. And some more islands you can rent out, like the next 2 coming up. This first one is Friendly or Dewey Island. Please do me a favor though, contact one of our boat rental places like Hutchinson's, Wagner's, Aqua, or Mac Boat Rentals, so you have a boat to come over to the island that you rented out. Now this island is said to be so friendly, if you wave to it, even that white fence will wave back at you. Maybe offensive. See, folks are renting it right now. Oh. Once owned by Paul Quack and Bush, founder of Empire Air, what's now American Airlines. Great-grandfather was a modern-day inventor, inventing things like the double-hinge nutcracker, the extension ladder, as well as a patent for the Daisy Red Ryder BB gun. If you've seen A Christmas Story, you're going to shoot your eye out. So the next island is one of my personal favorites. It's St. Elmo's Island, named after the patron saint of sailors. The white anchor sits there to commemorate the men and women who have served on the St. Lawrence. And this island, yes, can be rented out. Most islands do want a 2-night minimum stay on them, so just keep that in mind. There's some stone pillars up on the top of the hill there. Still left from the original home when it once stood there. Now it's a small replica of what this home looks like down at the bottom there. The owners during the Great Depression started setting their homes on fire to collect money from the insurance agencies. Guess they didn't realize they didn't have any money either, so they set their homes on fire for absolutely nothing. The chalet is sitting back there, privately owned condominiums. And then next we have Florence Island, named after its first owner, Florence Proctor of the Proctor and Gamble family. Arthur Godfrey was a favorite radio show host. He was a crush on her at the time. So he wrote a song about her called Florence on the St. Lawrence. Hit the Billboard chart back in the day, give our area a popularity boost. Now looking back over to your right-hand side, I just want to point out this section. So our docks got redone this past spring, the main docks and these docks right here. And they're working on finishing the elevator to help you get from one level up to the top level. Trying to bring easy access for folks, as well as larger ships that need to park there, and it's right in front of the River Hospital. It's called the River Walk. You can walk through there, and that's easy access should anyone have any problems. They can go straight to the dock and right up that ramp into the River Hospital. The white gazebo is a dive park. There's a little history, some stone pillars there. If you want to know about the Thousand Islander, you can read up on that. So that's where a lot of divers are first thing in the morning, and then it's right next to the museum, which is open. So if you want to check that out, you can do so. All right, so what are you guys looking at? The castle, yeah. Right ahead there. So this is a never fully furnished or lived in castle that George Boldt built for the love of his life. And absolutely, on the way back, folks, it's an optional stop, but we will stop at Boldt Castle. And if you would like to tour it and you don't have tickets, that's okay. We'll show you where to purchase some. We'll tell you all about it on the way back. And you can purchase tickets at Boldt Castle. So that is an option if you'd like to do that, of course. So Mr. Boldt started building this for the love of his life, and then realized he had a second love of his life. He didn't think there was enough room for her at this castle. So he built her very own island. And there's a home right there on it, and that is just room enough, or mother-in-law cottage. So it's we also heard that she was a frequent sleepwalker, just not on the mic, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah. He said, you know, he knew she was a sleepwalker. He said, I was just here just fine. The building sitting right behind that is the yacht house. This, George houses steamships and personal boats right in there. And then you'll see the entrance arch. Boldt greeted their guests arriving right through there back in the day. And then we have the Ulster Tower Children's Playhouse. Temporary living quarters for the Boldts in the construction of the castle, being the only building anyone ever lived in. You would have found a two-lane bowling alley, billiard room, library, and a small theater. Some even called it George's Man Cave. I'll wave to you, little buddy. All right, there's a gazebo, helps you get out of the sun just a little bit, and some wishing wells, bring some change. And the castle is 6 stories tall with 127 rooms, 23 fireplaces, 24 bathrooms, 365 windows, one for every day of the year. And grand swimming pools down at the base there, down the basement. And then the first level has the gift shop, the video, restrooms. The third level office got George's suite. But they didn't want you to see anything getting transported from the docks into the rooms. So there's this tunnel right here of windows. And they would drop them off into your room using the first ever Otis elevator. The Italian gardens are up there. A lot of weddings happen each summer here. That pointy structure is the Dovecote, the Henry, where George houses exotic birds, waterfowl. And this last structure is the pump house, powerhouse clock tower, powered with gas and diesel generators, able to power the whole island at one point, even parts of the village that we just left. Now, when they were launching the bridge system there, the opening of that, a rocket went astray and hit the top of this, set it on fire. They did shut it down and restored it, and then opened it back up. And there's another view of the yacht house, folks. So you could ask them about touring the yacht house, and you can purchase tickets right at Boldt Castle for that. So we'll direct you to the entrance. All that information about Boldt Castle, docking procedures, all that will happen at the end of the tour, so I can just say it once to everybody. So just keep that in mind. It is an optional stop, and that happens at the end of the tour. All right, for those who are wishing to tour it today. Now, a little history on Mr. George Boldt. He was a German immigrant. He traveled his way across the North Atlantic at the young age of 13, and he worked his way over on a steamship, landed in New York City, and got a job as a dishwasher at a local hotel. Did that for a few years, and then he climbed his way up to being a very powerful hotel business manager. Started working for a gentleman, became really close friends with him. So that gentleman introduced him to his daughter. Her name was Louise. The two of them fell in love. They got married. Together were responsible for the Waldorf Astoria of New York and Belford Stratford of Philadelphia. Vacationed up in this area for many summers. Boldt fell in love with Hart Islands. He purchased it from the owner at that time, Congressman E.K. Hart. Then he had the spelling of the name changed from H-A-R-T to H-E-I.
Huh?
यहाँ बस्छ त यहाँ अगाडि गएर गरौँ
है यो पनि आउँछ
के आउँदैन यहाँ
हुँदैन बेबी लड्छ अहिले
First island named after Ida Bessie Briggs out of Chicago. Family founded the first coined laundry machine. We have this large rock that's for sale. This is Elephant's Back. Some of the for sale sign did fly off there. It's $99,000 if you'd like Elephant's Back. It got its name because a group of sailors were coming through here early in the morning, sipping on some coffee, and they claimed it looked like an elephant lying on its back. I'm not sure the direction or what was in that coffee, but we call it that as well. Maybe you see some boats hanging out in that open area over there. A lot of those are either locals or some are folks that come up, depending on their schedule. They'll go hang out there. They'll either wash the boat, they'll kayak, canoe, float. But that's where you want to see all that going on, not in the main shipping channel. There might be some over there as well. Sometimes there is. To go over an underwater feature. This feature can be seen from both sides of the vessel. Please look over with caution. I'm going to go to the left-hand side as this is where my mic reaches. Let me see if I can find it so I can point it out for you folks. It's making its way towards the front of the bow. Spotted it. All right, it's going underneath the bow now. So that means underneath me and making its way to the midship of the vessel. If you're able to check that out. Soon to be where Reagan's at. If you're standing by the restrooms, I look now. And then anyone by the paddle wheel is coming to you next. Did you guys see anything? Who got a photo? You saw nothing? Really? Me neither. Folks, that was just an international boundary line from U.S. into Canada. I'm just worried about my mic cord, ma'am. I don't want you to trip on it, you guys. There you go, sorry. I don't want to trip anybody on the boat. Be a hard fall. Yeah, that's just the borderline. It's Fred's favorite joke. They don't get any better. But if you visit Reagan and grab something cold to drink, or maybe a captain's hat, maybe they'll get better. The Treaty of Again said an island can be a portion of the U.S. and Canadian waters, so the borderline zigzag around the islands makes a third U.S. and 2/3 Canadian with the landmass, so it's pretty equal. Good news is you don't need a passport on our vessel. You can keep them hidden away. You only need that if you anchor or if you dock into the Canadian waters, so you're
you want to wear
good.
the hat,
If you're using your
captain
phone
hat?
for anything, I'm not sure what your plan is. You might want to put it on airplane mode, or you can get those roaming charges. Welcome to Canada. Will be coming through as well. On your right-hand side of Grenadier Island, this is large island, 7th largest island named after the Grenadier soldiers in the French and Indian War. Now, a little closer on your left-hand side, we're coming up on Pompelli or Yeo Island. And back in the day, I would jet ski over to this island, climb up about 30 feet and jump in. Can't do that anymore. Times have changed. Coast Guard, we gotta check in with them. There's all this water that the boat is surrounded by. It's 95% pure. Your drinking water only needs to be 92% pure. Did you know you can drink right out of the river? I'm not a big fan though. There's a lot of animals that live in the waters. There's 2 types of swimmers as well, piers and liars. I'm sticking with my bottled water. We have plenty on board for you folks. But zebra mussels were actually introduced into the waters in the field mostly up to 1,000 eggs a year, filtered out every 72 hours, making it pretty pure. They're very sharp. If you currently know all about this is because he landed on Barbara Walters and gave an amazing interview there. So told his secret. All right, so on your right side, we have this blue building that's Andre's Dive Shop. And then on the left side, you're gonna see some markers coming up. That is marking a barge that would go in and out of Rockport into Alexandria Bay, back and forth. They did that for many years until the bridge system was completed and built and finished, and then they didn't do that anymore for that purpose, but they did sink it there, and we've seen dive boats from time to time. High the water gets. We've had high waters, low waters. There's times it's lower in the morning, it gets higher in the evening a little bit there, but we've had really, really low waters and extremely high waters where we had to build our docks up on. Back at Uncle Sam's, Boldt Castle, folks lost docks, they floated away, they started putting blue barrels on them, holding them in place, and then the water would rise above the dock, so you'd see that blue barrel and it'll let you know, hey, there's something there, watch out. Sandbags were placed all around. We lost a boathouse. After one whole summer of high water, the boathouse finally sank into the river. Some folks, if they didn't get their boats out in enough time, they didn't get them out, depending if it was high or low waters. So my house has the waterfall turned on over there. Do you like it? I'm just waiting for the for sale sign to come up. Little beach. There's a beach next door. Neighbor's got a break wall. pretty statues. It's definitely beautiful through here. So there's no average depth as well. That ship lied below us being 160. We've been at 110 already.
Yeah? Yeah, no? Hey, look. You captain? Huh? You're the captain? Yeah. You want to go to meet the captain?
Yeah.
Huh?
Meet the captain.
Captain is in the town.
Yeah, I will captain. Yeah.
Pulau nó ada apa? Tahu jadi pulau, dia awak nak pulau. Captain, look.
Sorry, folks. It's actually the statue of St. Lawrence on August 10th, 1535. Famous French explorer Jacques Cartier entered the Gulf of the River, and as it was the feast day of St. Lawrence, proclaimed the Gulf of St. Lawrence in his honor, making another river patron saint of sailors. And a lot of folks back then thought that this was, you know, a bunch of small rivers and lakes due to this enormous size, not realizing it was one large river. On the right-hand side, this is one's owned by Thomas Darland. This is Darland's side, and he was a core business operator, was a Scottish immigrant. He bartered on supplies like implements and seeds, selling them to the local settlers for their called logs. Opened a general store right here by the edge, and it was the ideal location for river steamers. And to the right of that was his man-made waterfalls, but they're not turned on, so maybe no one's staying there. There's also a heated driveway in the back. I need to find out his secret. Tugboat parked over there. Sometimes from time to time you get a treat. You get to see a tugboat or a barge or something coming through. Barges, they carry those heavy equipment machinery, and they'll push up to the side of the home there. They'll help build a dock, build a seawall, anything you may need. Theodore, the tugboat, came through our area last summer. It was big. All the kids got to tour it many times for like about a week long, and docked over in Clayton. So next is Eagle Point Estate, and the first home right up there is the guest house at 7,000 square feet. So I'm still looking on the right-hand side, and I'm not seeing any waterfalls turned on. They were not turned on the last trip, so maybe no one's renting this out. But there's a few you can see through by the water on our vessels, and one that runs underneath the glass bottom living floor. So you have to be in the home to see that last one. And there's a rock cliff right there, right above it. See the two Walmart chairs? Behind that is the caretaker's home. Terry and Marcia Dixon took almost 5 years to build all this property. They also had a winery and a vineyard. Now, Toby Keith, Warren Trust, and the Rainbow Arch Band as we're making our way closer to the Ivy Lee. And we do have this little island coming up in our hand side, Surveyor's Island. It's owned by the Wambach family from Rochester, New York. If you're familiar with Abby Wambach, amazing soccer player. She was fabulous, but she noticed the girl with the golden cleat. I like it when I used to see her walk through Alexandria Bay. She even gave me an autograph with a big M. It's pretty amazing. So her grandparents own this island. You've seen them a couple times, right? Usually when they're out, they wave to us as they're out in the front there. Look in our direction. Alright, so fifth span. It does look like that first one I pointed out, but it's not. That one's got a big arch. You can walk both of these spans if you'd like to. I know the one on the US side, you can drive to the information center. Check out the information center. That is phenomenal. Check that out. Big signs. I love New York. I love New York. Park your car there. It does not cost anything to walk the bridge. Go for it. Remember, walk that little footbridge first, then you'll be fine. Right after walking the bridge, you can check out the Thousand Islands Winery in that order. But if you were to drive across, you have the American span, your international span. Our boats can't go underneath it. It's so small. It's just a little stone arch. And then 3 consecutive Canadian spans. So that's what we're looking at through here. About 8.5 mile drive all the way over to the Canadian Highway 401. Now, we're building this bridge system. I don't know if you guys heard. Mr. George Boldt had a farm on Wilson Island. He wanted easier access to that when building it. But then a lot of folks told him it was a stupid idea and they were calling it a bridge to nowheres. No major highways on either side, just one dirt road leading to another dirt road. But thankfully, with Southern Bridge Authority, 2 lane cars go over the bridge each year, and as you can see it, trade gets transported as well. Each bridge has its own architectural style, painted green to blend in with the surroundings, except for the little stone one. So some little job security, you can sign a 5-year contract out. You start at one end of the bridge, you can paint and scrape it. You get to the other side there, your contract's up, you can renew it and start all over again. Neon t-shirts are involved in working for there. I think that's how you can find them. Oh, there's one up there. It's either a worker or I think he's got a hard hat on. Neon yellow, right? I could not imagine dangling from there. And not so. Oh, look, we got a couple colors over here. Sometimes it's hard to see, but just check them out. It's a bridge system that costs about $3 to go over and about $30 to go under. And as we pass through here, you can turn back and look and see where they left off with painting and where they have to pick back up, and maybe you want to maybe using cover photo for your Facebook, Instagram, whatever you need a photo for. I wonder if they call each other. I'm wearing orange today. You want to wear yellow? Tomorrow we're wearing pink. Oh, I meant, do it again. Someone else jump. Oh, wait, they're little kids. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, take that life jacket. Good job, bud. So that's Georgina National Park. Woo, good job. Is he going too? You don't know. Yeah, he did it. Woo, go Jumpers. All right. I believe Prudential State Park's on the right, and you got Georgina National Park on the left. Georgina, interesting fact. You only can go there by boat or swimming. Yeah. So, folks, yeah, maybe you're exploring up and down the Route 12 there. Our region, our Thousand Island region, starts off in Cape Vincent. And it goes through Clayton, Fisher's Landing, Alexandria Bay, Chippewa, Goose Bay, and then leading up towards Ogdensburg. It's a pretty big region for the Thousand Island region. Look at a closer view of your observation tower. Orange Truss Rainbow Spanner on your left-hand side. But straight ahead of me, and soon to be on the left-hand side, is the smallest charter island. Folks, raise your hand if you think we have less than 1,000 islands. Who thinks we have less? Okay, that's okay. Who thinks we have more? All right, all right. Who doesn't care? Okay, okay. So look at your shirt that you're wearing, because I'm gonna pick on some of you folks. The ones I point to are the ones that are gonna answer. This is how that game goes. Can you guys follow directions and play a game? I know you can follow directions. All right, I'm gonna start with my captain here. Captain, how many islands do you think we have here? 1,000,000? 1,000? Okay. Gentleman that just left in the gray Under Armour. I counted. 1,500. Gentleman in the blue. 2,000? Okay. A lady in the purple holding her scarf. Yep, that's you. She in the book. 716. Okay. Lady in the tank top. It's like a maroon tank top back there. Yep, you. 13. Okay. The gentleman in the blue cool shades says Thousand Islands on his sweatshirt. Why are you wearing a sweatshirt? Are you cold? Okay. What do you think? 800. What about right here? What do you guys think? How many islands do we have here? 1,000. Okay. What if I told you 1,864? Who was close? Who thought that? Be honest. Did you really think could go higher? That's okay. That's good. That's good. And I don't know why we don't round it up. I'm just an employee giving a tour. But maybe they don't want to change all the labels on the Thousand Island dressing. And that originated here on a fishing charter there. We got a pink house over to the left-hand side. I want to point that out. And God bless American children right down here. We brought our swimming suits. We're coming over.
Yeah, woo!
I think that's the only words they know. They said that last time, too. So if you got a chance to check out the pink house as we were turning through here, that's why that pink truck stood out for me. It's owned by a retired football player, Whit Tucker from the Ottawa Rough Riders. And everyone keeps asking, can we see the pink house? Where is it located? Why is it pink? Do you guys know why it's pink? Me neither. Maybe it's his favorite color. Got a lot of granddaughters. Someone once said breast cancer awareness. I did hear a rumor that it's named after, it's the same set of islands as same color in Hawaii, the Waikiki. And he likes to hang out there. Questions like that. I get asked about, mail. How do the islands get their mail? Well, back in the day, a mailboat went around to all the islands. Now about 8 to 9 still get a mailboat. Everyone else, they go to the P.O. box in the mainland to get their Amazon, their Sheen order. I love Sheen. I work at school. You have to have summer. You have to have clothes for all occasions. Let's see here. I talked about the grocery stores. Well, I do get asked questions daily by giving a tour, no matter what kind of weather's going on. And I don't always know how to answer them, and they just kind of stare at you. I didn't think there was a stupid question until I started working here. So let me share them with you. All right. What time's your 10 o'clock boat leave at? How long is your 1 hour tour? What side of the boat is the best side to sit on to see the Statue of Liberty? Yeah. Are we to see dolphins, whales, or manatees on this tour? Oh, is this fresh or salt water? How do I get downstairs? That always confuses me. I don't know how they got up. The islands, do they float? Do they go all the way down? And I think this one goes for Tom Thumb. Can you swim under it? Yeah. And we got asked, what do you do with the islands in the wintertime? Board them up, close them up, pull them up, and relocate them to confuse your folks in the spring. But I think my all-time personal favorite is, do you work here? 3 times in one day while walking through the parking lot grabbing supplies in my outfit. I was like, no, they can help you out, but you can be right there. Weather vane on it. So we do have some fun though. But I've worked rain, shine. It was breezy the first trip. Around this section, I had to put a sweatshirt on, but yeah. Oh, I forgot that one. Is there AC on the top deck? There was. Last trip, you guys missed it. Captain turned it off. I literally had to put my sweatshirt on. Morgan's like, I'm staying downstairs. I'm like, okay, I'll make the trips. So son decides when he wants to come out. So it just kind of depends on what trip you go on. The next trip, who knows? As long as it's not raining, we're good. All right, I'm going to share with you a couple things you can do in town if you're looking for extra stuff to do. I mentioned the poker run, and that is this Saturday. So whether you're on a boat, near a boat, or maybe just want to come to the edge, you can type in the poker run, and I'll give you all the information. Go on our website, and they'll let you know when the boats are going by. When they break for lunch, they're going to be starting off in Clayton. They go to Cape Vincent, but then they have to come back through. They stop at Alexandria Bay, and all their boats will be downtown at our public docks. It'll be like taken over by them. They're so beautiful. They'll be up at the pavilion having some lunch. You can meet some of the guys. Usually they have like matching shirts per vessel that they're on. So it's pretty neat, and it's usually there's an area, someone's filming it. There's helicopters going around. It's a big thing that we do here. year. And all the money gets raised for Make-A-Wish. So then Saturday evening, they have a huge festivity over in Clayton Harbor Hotel. And they present a check to whatever family that this year is sponsoring. So I actually run half marathons, and I love my Manoa races in the wintertime in Syracuse because that goes towards Make-A-Wish Foundation as well. So I like running for charities. The following weekend, we have the Paddle for Betterment. If you're around, if you're going to be around, you can take a kayak or canoe and you can launch it into the beach. You arrive around 8. You start launching them around 9, and you paddle past Key Waded, and you have checkpoints where they give you cards. They have so many volunteers. They have a stick that comes out, and you just grab it off there the best you can. Once you're halfway, because they hand you a bottle of water. You kind of kind of going through it, and then all of a sudden you get that bottle of water and you chug it because you're so thirsty. And then you got to race back and beat the person in front of you to the bathroom. But then you turn your hand in and wish and pray that you win. I actually won twice. First year they said you have a full house. I said that's great. I had no clue, but I won something, so I took the prize. They also cook you breakfast. There's breakfast sandwiches. Local Big M does donate the breakfast sandwiches and the fruit cups and all the juice and stuff like that. And then they share with you all the organizations what they share it with. So there's something else to look forward to, like this weekend and next weekend. But for today, particularly, say you're done with the castle and maybe you want to take the kids or young at heart to go. Trying to multitask. I saw it coming. I was trying to get up here rather quickly. Owner says that when he comes up here with the wife and the daughters, things get a little hectic. He doesn't let it bother him. He grabs his favorite 6-pack of beer, his fishing pole, walks across the bridge, hangs out at Little Zavicon, and leaves them all in another country. I do the same. All right, so welcome back to the U.S. waters. A short trip into Canada. If your phone is on airplane mode, you can take it off now. Do you know what section of the river we're traveling in now? The shallowest section, the mud flats. This is where you're about 8 to 10 feet in depth through here. So that means this is a lot warmer than other sections of the river. Lake the Biles is like bath water. That's that direction over to the left there. Right there, sorry. My left, you're right. Okay, every now and then it does happen on a tour. This is my second one of the day. Amazing little lemon squeeze down there. Don't forget to look at the sign there, the fishing charters, and call a number so you can go check that out. Yeah. So you too can do some fishing. We have Bassmaster Pro Elites. They'll be up and down all around the river. Pretty soon. So right now the path right now is bass. And wait for one of our boats to come get you. At the end of all the routes, all the boats stop there. There is no charge. There is no charge. That's right. Please stay safe or you can decide to go. Here is there at the snails. And the boat will stop there. That's not where you're going to stop. I can help you with that. So make sure you decide to go to the snails. Let me just leave the ticket. Because you need to unload what was in our shirts. Look at the boat. A small nice ice cream. Whatever you got. Yeah, so at 15 and 45, the shuttle will be there. His main job is to go back and forth. Either way, there's going to be both there. If you see a certain full line, please don't get upset. There'll be enough. Because there's another boat coming around the corner, we got to move so they can go in. Castle's open to 6:30. I believe the last boat leaves around 6:15. Just stay that long. That's fine. They're going to announce the last boat leaving the boat. That's something like that. And they'll look for the whole island. And I can leave anyone on there, so you're safe. So take your time that you would like to. So now would be a great time to look all around. Make sure you have your personal belongings, small children. When you get off, just any garbage you can put in the garbage can. There's another trip going out on this boat. Our crew is actually going to be jumping in another boat. Another crew's coming in here. We'll be cleaning up downstairs so you don't leave them a dirty boat, kind of thanking them. So yeah, any garbage can go in the garbage cans. Now, if you're not going to Boldt Castle, just stay seated. We're going to do a drop-off or pick-up. We'll see if anybody wants to come back with us. And then we'll take you guys back over just right around Hart Island and over to Uncle Sam's. Now, the docking procedures, as we get a little closer, I'm going to block off the stairwell. We ask that you do not hang out in the stairwell. Give us some space in the back of the boat. I can't open the door with you folks there, Coast Guard regulation. So just stay seated and listen for Captain Richard. He'll let you know when it's safe to come off the boat there. Because we're going to give him, okay, lines are on, and he's going to let you folks know exactly what to do. Just walk cautiously down here one at a time, getting off safely there. Everyone's going to get off. We're not going to leave without, leaving anybody on the boat that doesn't want to. So make sure you kind of start packing things up right now. So now would not be a good time to run into the restrooms. There's restrooms at Boldt Castle. Keep that in mind.
Ini raknya.
Whoa, careful.
Yeah. Now we Jaya tepi jaya dia di laut sana. Ini. Loh. Loh, hol lo dia di hol basa. Liam nó có nạt. Thousand Island भित्रको क्यासल एउटा आइल्यान्ड भित्र क्यासल दर्शिएको छ भने चाहिँ है यस्तो दामी छ यहाँनिर हर्सी आइसक्रिम पनि रहेछ
Yeah, boss. Yeah, go and sit on the stairs.
Huh? Oh, so close. Lên nữa, lên nữa. Đi em thấy này, ở đây rồi. Cái đâu này. Lên nào ta. Đây chứ. Cari lu chứ. Lên nó chứ, lên nó. Ya đây nó chưa đi ra. Lên lên. Let's go. Eta, come this way. This way. Look at it.
It goes up. We can go higher. Higher.
Lên 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 thấy chưa?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Lên lên. It's exit.
Come on. Come on, Will. That's a car here. I'll come here.
Lôi ra đi em, lôi đây nữa. Let's go chị đâu. Lên đây đây. Cái đây. Ui liền ta quay sang upara. Cái ta quay liền, chị lên luôn. Cái ta this way. Yes.
Oh. There is.
Lo aku building dah. Kita aku building. Itu building. Big building apa? Look. Lo ano situ?
Grand entrance. The grand entrance.
Lah.
So you go upstairs.
Nào nè. Look. Oh my God. Look, lên chưa. Lên này. Kita.
Let's go. I want to go upper. Higher.
Don't touch. They said do not touch.
Please do not touch.
Kita sana dah, kita. This way.
And go upstairs.
This way.
Upper.
This is the kitchen. Apa kita udah lihat na? Oh no. Kita lanjut. Next side. Come.
I'm about to read it all.
Huh?
I'm about to read it all.
Okay.
Read.
Okay. Food, beverage, and service would have been at the heart of running the Boldt family home. One can only imagine the series of grand events between held on.
No, bye. No, come. Come. Which way? This way, come. Come. Down, sit down. Down, Mr. This way. यहाँ आउनु लिएन मम्मीले देख्छ यहाँ त कहाँ यहाँ मम्मीले हेर्छ
Ryan upstairs.
Let's go upstairs again. Come, let's go upstairs. 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 Oh, let's go. Look, go upstairs now. Huh? Oh yeah. Get it. Oh, mati punya. Mati mana udah na? Mati saya na? Asyik lah mas. Lo. Tidak upstairs. Bara kami. Get down here. Yeah. Yeah, पहिला घुमी and go upstairs. Look.
There's 3.
It's a shop. Get down. Look. Come this way. A shop. Look. Do not sit. Oh, see, it's a bed. Ah, but that was a little bit. No. This side.
Another one. The bedroom.
Boldt suite. Wait, Liana. This one's a bathroom.
Yeah, it's a bathroom.
It is a bathroom.
You already know what this is.
It's a bathtub.
Bathtub.
Okay. Another global Boldt.
Clover's bolster.
One here.
Clover. It used to be like that. That was like this.
It's a reception room. Let's go. This way, this.
This one, Mommy.
This way. Come this way.
There's more upstairs. You want to go upstairs again? There's a lot upstairs.
This is exit only, okay?
Only up and down.
Yeah. Look. Lên, in, him in. Look.
We can go more upstairs. We can go more upstairs to the attic.
Come.
There's an elevator.
Yeah, I think.
Well, no, it's on top.
Come, ở đây kìa. Come here. Okay, yeah, come, look first.
Mommy's toilet, Mommy. His toilet.
A tooth is growing. Look, a tooth is growing.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Famous broadcaster on Heart Island. Hey, what's this number?
It's a 2 million.
A $2 million broadcaster open
Yeah.
to public.
No. It costs $2 million, I think. Yes?
This costs like $2 million. $5 million.
No, left side, yeah, no?
Let's go to the last room. The attic.
You want to go upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. You want to go upstairs? No, Lord, hello.
We can go more upstairs.
Yeah, down here. Yeah, photo khich down here. Yeah, down there. Wait, fast here, come.
Look, right there. It's the.
Come here. Oh. Yeah, no, yeah.
Please don't.
Oh, yeah, no.
There's nothing else opened up.
Look.
I see mommy from down there. I see mommy.
Mommy one.
No.
Mommy one.
Nah. Yeah, you say mommy.
Mommy!
Mommy can't hear you.
Mommy!
Mommy can't hear you still.
Mommy!
Mommy can't hear you.
Look, alone.
He's walking.
Wait, Liana, wait.
This is not a door.
Down here. Yeah, no, Liana. Hey, Liana. Come.
Oh, even further. Let's go even further upstairs.
Upstairs,
It goes on. What's this? Fourth level. There's a floor upstairs.
yes, let's go.
I thought this was the attic. Well, it wasn't. This is the attic. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Bandar sana.
Oh.
It's closed sana. It's a closed. Oh no.
But a guy, I just saw a guy just came down here.
Locked. It's locked. Uh-oh. The building is too scary. Uh-oh, Anita. It's so scary.
Scary. Me too are scary. It's not scary there. That's scary. It's not scary there. Go downstairs. Downstairs. Daddy can go still.
No, downstairs, okay? Now? Rồi, lên nữa rồi. Go downstairs, Liam go. Hey. Careful. Uh-huh. Uh-oh.
Not a race. Not a race. Not a race. The library.
No, no, no. Mm-hmm.
There's another one downstairs.
This is a background.
Huh?
Backyard.
Backyard. Mom, Daddy.
Oh, ito ano.
Is Mama there? That's big castle.
See?
Castle.
Again, another castle.
Mommy! Mommy, let's go, Mommy! Not Mommy.
Ito ano.
Daddy, what's Mommy?
Mommy?
Over there somewhere. Is that Mommy?
Mm-hmm.
Is that Mommy? Is that Mommy?
Ito ano ito, Mommy ito.
Daddy, where's Mommy?
Mommy?
Where's Mommy? Daddy, where's Mommy? Daddy, where's Mommy?
Mommy here down.
Down? Downstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Downstairs?
Mm-hmm. Ah, Pani? Lo, cicilin lo. Cicilin. See, Iko. Look, Harry.
Hello?
Look again.
Hello?
Kita jalan kan, Elian?
There was Mommy.
Olah, abu idan jodoh
There
kan?
was Mommy.
Mami ऊपर गाछ अब जान पर्छ घर लु
And Poopa. Mommy.
Mami.
Mommy. Hello. Mommy.
Hello. See bird. Look, look this way. Look, Liana. Lo jom. Come. Mami pada selalu mami macam apa? Oh, mami tak saja. Buat mah basi sama ni. Lo ini lo. Lo mami buat mah basi. Ya tahu ni batu bandar. Nah, lo jom. Mami upaya. Sorry. Mami biasa lo jom. Mami kata lo jom. Lo dah diam.